Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watch One, and thanks for logging on. Today we're looking at the Panerai Radiomir Titanium. This is the PAM 309. You can see this 47mm titanium Minerva-powered Panerai Radiomir on our website, watchyouwant.com. You can purchase it there, and if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Watch You Want Inc. You can also click on the card in the upper right-hand corner of this video at any time to go to our full listing for this watch with extra photographs, accessories included, and of course, complete pricing information. Now on my wrist, 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference, the PAM 309 wears like a classic cushion case Radiomir. That is, it has the simulated soldered-on wire lugs, it has the profile that's approximately as tall as it is wide, and it sits fairly low because with generously sloped case flanks, it's easy to miss the fact that this one is 14 millimeters thick. In fact, because of the cupped case back, it nestles into the skin and sits fairly low, and with a beautifully sloped case flank and a sort of stepped and domed bezel and crystal, it's easy to fit this elegant 309 underneath a rather long dress sleeve, cuff, or jacket. Now the bottom line is that this one wears quite light because it is entirely titanium, with one notable exception that I'll get to in a moment. You can also see that although the lug-to-lug measurement is 53 millimeters, the watch actually wears considerably smaller because the lugs are minimalist outcroppings that only serve to help the strap flow around the curvature of a smaller wrist. So while it's a 47 millimeter watch, that's really a 47 in name only. This watch wears quite compact. Anyone used to a 40 millimeter 6-digit reference modern Rolex Submariner would be able to wear this watch quite comfortably and securely. Now, you can see that because the wire lugs are very minimalist, and these are not soldered on, they're in the style of the original soldered lugs, but they can be removed with a screwdriver. They don't constrain the strap in any way, so it can flow down and around the curvature of a smaller wrist, making this an ideal solution for those who want a full-sized watch with legendary Panerai eligibility, but want to wear it on a smaller forearm. Now, it is paired with a unusual for Panerai contrasting stitch rectangular scale alligator leather strap. Now this is an upscale look often seen on dress watches but rarely seen on Panerai references, which typically use a minimally treated calfskin or rubber. Now on the bottom there is a contrasting and beautifully supple calfskin, and you can see that Panerai went all out with the clasp, and this is where you really begin to realize that this is definitely a breed apart from your conventional utilitarian Radiomir, because not only is it a beautiful pin buckle style buckle attached to a gorgeous twin trigger double deployant, but the double deployant itself is made entirely of 18 karat white gold, beautifully finished and very substantial in the hand. This speaks to the attention to detail and the sheer amount of special finish that went into this PAM 309, and we'll get to why that is in just a moment. But remember, we're looking at a very refined presentation, one of the few Panerai references that can pull double duty as a sports watch and a true dress reference in a suit. Now the watch features a little bit of distinction from the PAM 322 that features the same movement, pretty much the same case, the same chaptering, the same aesthetic treatment. The 322 featured a chocolate or tobacco dial. The 309 features a black sandwich style dial, and it has the beautiful studded 18 karat rose gold chaptering around the outer circumference of the dial itself, and it frames a beautiful sandwich structured dial with the stencil atop the fully loomed disc for a beautiful three-dimensional luminescent effect at night, and then you can see hours, minutes, and seconds in 18 karat rose gold hands. Quite beautiful, but it's only a primer for what lies on the case back, and this is the main event. Shared with the PAM 322, this is the Minerva caliber 1617. Now it's a spectacular manual wind 18 jewel 55-hour power reserve traditional pocket watch style caliber. It's so big at 37 millimeters plus across, it's actually larger than a standard Rolex Datejust by itself. It's one of the few cases in a Panerai where you will see a standard of finish that's really more becoming of a Longa or a Vacheron than the utilitarian history of the Panerai combat dive watches, and Minerva, being a small manufacturer of the highest order within the Richemont family of companies, supplies a small number of movements infrequently to Panerai, and these movements are all finished by Minerva in Villeray. These are not finished by Panerai, and for that reason, you have gorgeous Côte de Genève applied by hand. The anglage is not the straight machine cut that you see on most Panerai movements. Instead, Instead, it's beautifully rounded and truly mirrored. Likewise, all the screw heads, their circumferences have been beveled, their slots have likewise been chamfered, and their heads polished to a brilliant shine. The swan's neck regulator atop the balance, atop that huge, slow-beating balance, is as close to black polish as you'll see on any Panerai movement, and there's a beautiful and even perlage pattern across the base plate. Now that balance is beating away at 2.5 hertz or 18,000 vibrations per hour, and it's a gorgeous spectacle to behold and a charming one to listen to against the ear. But make no mistake, this is a sports watch with a screw-down crown and 100-meter water resistance, so if you were to put it on a rubber strap, you would be good to go for aquatic activities. You can see this extraordinarily versatile Panerai Radiomir Titanium PAM 309 and purchase it on our website, watchyouwant.com.